Welcome back, everybody, to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. Join me, Sean, and my fellow American Rodney as we explore the good, the bad, and the just plain weird.
In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's right, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find.
Great selection. Mungo Jerry, right?
Yeah, hey, great song. I don't know about the execution.
Oh, that's a classic, though. That's a classic. That's going to take me back almost all the way to The Sandlot.
Okay, yes.
Because for me, like, The Sandlot, quintessential summer movie, it's just...
Yeah. Well, and it's like I told you, it's not the first line. The first line is like everybody. We all know the first line, right? And then we get a little bit deeper in the song. It's that last part there with "go out and see what you can find." There's kind of a weird tempo thing there. Go out and see what you can. Go out and see what. Anyway, I'm just happy that
It's
it went
a good
over.
thing we're
Okay.
not professionally singing.
Funny you should mention that. No.
Rodney has another extra appearance.
Da, 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 da. No. Hey, weather up by you. Summer is setting in. Hammarby Sjöstad.
Sort of. It's
Ish.
sort of setting in.
Ish.
I mean, I'm keeping track of all the days. I will have Sweden know, because there have been 3 days so far that it has robbed me of, that it owes me. I'm keeping track on like a scroll, like just
That's
carving
right.
into the wall, like Andy Dufresne style. You know,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend Andy Dufresne, he
Yeah.
was there in Shawshank prison with all
Yep.
of us. You know, like carving it in, like,
Yeah.
you owe me now 3 days at least, and today was a half day,
Right.
because it was just like, I'm looking at Clart the whole time, which is basically our weather app. And
Right.
it's like, oh, today's sunny, high of 22. And I'm looking outside, I'm like, especially yesterday. Yesterday
Right.
was the key. And I'm like,
Yeah. No.
it ain't going to be sunny, man.
Right.
Like, it's so, the clouds are so low, I can practically touch them. And then, wouldn't you know, at 4 o'clock, it was like Moses, Sky Moses came in, and he was like, part the seas.
Right. Yeah. Here is your sunshine.
Yeah, and I'm like, thanks for the 2 hours. It still counts as a whole day.
Hey, you kind of wonder, like, if the weather person is on vacation and it's like an automated thing that just kind of puts up. I
So
don't know. We'll get
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, they're very good at predicting the winter weather.
Right.
But when it comes to summer, man, all bets are off. The computer doesn't know. The humans don't know. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember? Because there's a Norwegian weather app, right? SMHI is like
Perfect.
the Swedish. SMHI is like the Swedish.
Perfect.
And it's pretty good, but there's like a Norwegian one too, weather app, that's supposed to be a lot more accurate than the Swedish weather. At least that's what I've heard. But
Well, my favorite part about Clart, Klart,
Yes.
is that
Which
then you
means
can
clear.
You can
Yes.
compare them to 2 other services, which is very Swedish, you know, like build the consensus and all that. But it's also
Right.
like, at the same time, like, oh, you don't like my prediction? Well,
yeah,
check out this other company and
Right.
then see what they think. It's just like,
yeah.
go and pick your most favorable weather, you know?
Just take just take a chance. Take a chance. Come
Yeah.
on. No, but that's covering all of the bets. But yeah, they're supposedly I guess I'm going to have to look that up. But there's a Norwegian weather app that's supposed to be a lot more accurate.
Hey, I have to throw this thing out there. So, on Saturdays, we record typically on a Sunday. On Saturdays, it's typically the day for goodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lord Day goodies.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's when all the kids get to come over, like they get to go to the candy store and they get like these little like licorices and like lots of like, I don't know, gummy bear kind of things, like
sour candies and chocolate candies and sweet candies and
Yeah, so we went to Dylan to a birthday party. He had all like the imbibing of like all the goodies, and they had to like fish for the goodie bags to bring home, which was like the first time I've ever seen this in my life. I'm like, oh, that's such a cute idea. And they're like, yeah, no, that's what they do in Sweden. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So then like immediately in my head, I'm like, I'm going to have to re-engineer this for my own kid's birthday party. Great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But then I'm in this mode, right? It's weekend time. It's like goodies time. And then Dylan comes running out to me, half an hour ago?
Right.
And he gives me this thing that looks like a gummy, and it's a heart shape. I'm like, oh, it's a heart shape. Cool.
Okay.
And he's like giving it to me by my mouth. So I like instinctually like take it, and then I bite into it.
Yeah.
It's soap.
Oh, no.
What? I can't focus on anything right now because all my mouth taste is soap.
Oh my gosh. Dylan, he's like, ha, gotcha.
I know, and he's like, whoa, what's the problem? I'm like,
he's
you
like,
just
why are you
gave
eating
me
that?
soap to eat. That's the problem.
He's like, Dada, why are you eating that? That's soap.
I know, exactly. I'm just like, it's probably, he just was actually probably just handing it to me to be like, oh, look, it's a heart. And then Dada is an idiot, and he just puts it in his mouth and eats it.
Yeah.
And he's probably looking at me like, what's wrong with you? It's soap. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's soap. This tastes awful. This is horrible.
He's probably like, that was so much fun. Hold on, Dad, I'll be right back.
Exactly. He goes running off, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
Yeah. It's called, in Swedish, it's fiskdamm. It's the fishing thing, and that's like from small ages to fairs and to all these places. The stick with a string with like what's that, a clothesline?
Yeah, the little the clothesline thing. Yeah.
Right. And they like pop it over the top, and then, sometimes if it's a really good place, they'll pull on it a little bit, like pretend like you're getting a bite.
No, so this birthday party we were at, since I am now in the flow of the kids' birthday parties, like, so you're looking at all the things of like, okay, I'm going to have to represent this. I'm going to have to represent this.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at all these kids half the time as well, being like, you bitches better learn how to samba, because that's how we go. That's the we aren't Swedish, man. You're gonna get lucky if you get the fishing, but they throw the line over, like, because there's a big sheet hung up between two trees, right? So you can't see what's on the other side.
Exactly.
And then like a couple times they would send over a sock.
Oh,
that's so good. It's so good. Like, you need like an old boot, right? To come up.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so funny. And then we were like, oh, it's so cute how you guys did the fishing thing. And then like the mom was like, yeah, no, that you have to do it here.
Yeah.
That's how they get their goodie bags. And we're like,
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, beep.
That's where you need to be really careful when you have like little American kids doing that for the first time, and they don't get it confused with a piñata, and they like take the fishing pole and start wailing at the. I could just see that going off track a little bit.
Well, at the same time, like if you have the piñata hanging, and then we have to build consensus about where we're going to get the piñata. Yeah, piñata's not going to work.
Okay. say slightly. Well, there is no real segue. I was going to talk about what I had for dinner tonight. You were going for the old.
What did I
soap.
have for dinner tonight? I had soap.
You had soap. Okay, so I'll say. So speaking of, we had my mom's here is going to be here for a while.
Of course.
And this evening, I'm pretty sure this was her first time. And it's one of Veronica's favorite foods. It's in Swedish, in Swedish and English, it's basically the same thing. It's taco pie.
Taco pie.
Pie, yeah. Which is basically taking like taco meat, like making regular taco meat.
Yeah,
and then you do but some of the sauce pack mix. You mix that with sour cream, creme fraiche, so that and you put this layer over the whole top, and then cheese on top.
Oh, so it's Mexican lasagna.
Yeah, pretty much. You stick it in the oven, and then you serve it up and eat it with chips.
That's right.
And we did that this evening, and that was Mom's first time, and she thought it was fun because there's the chips involved. I think she was a little suspect when she first just saw what she thought was like a Mexican souffle. I was like, no, you gotta do the chips.
Mom's living in California and be like,
right.
She's gonna roll up and be like, kid, you know what real Mexican food is?
Right, exactly.
Let me tell you something about Mexican food.
Right. But yeah, we did. Sometimes I skip the chips. I just grab a tortilla and go ahead and take it more in a taco burrito direction.
Nice.
But tonight I did the old chipperonis.
Nice.
Hey, did you see my KFC post?
I did see your KFC post. I was like, first of all, there's KFC, but then I was like, on some level, I was like, I'm supposed to know there was a KFC, but then you had the number 2 punched in, so I'm like, oh, he's going after something over here. Right.
So what we I mentioned it that KFC is now in Farsta Centrum, which isn't Göteborg and it isn't Malmö. It's actually doable, And there's other places north of the city, but Farsta, I made a mental note, and I'm like, the next time I'm in Farsta, regardless of time of day, whether I've eaten or I haven't eaten, I'm eating KFC. I'm grabbing whatever, maybe a couple strips.
The thing about KFC is if you get original recipe, then you put it in the fridge for 24 hours, and then all that crunchiness has the opportunity to solidify, and then you're really eating KFC at that point.
Well, and way back when, I don't know if people still do it now, but I remember growing up, buying chicken and putting it in the fridge overnight and then having it as picnic food.
Yeah, that's what you do. Who's eating KFC fresh? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
Well, especially super, super hot. If it's right out of the fryer, it's
the gravy and the liquid mashed potatoes, okay. But the chicken itself, no, you don't eat that when you order it. You have to let it sit. That's how we do it.
The process is so quick, you can almost hear that as it's coming out of the
No, you sit in the freezer for 24 hours.
So that was at Farsta. I took Mom there. We did a couple laps around Farsta Centrum, just walking around, looking at shops, and then we met Lena because she had been working. Met us there, and as we're walking back to the parking lot, I see KFC, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. So I go and I order and I stand in line and I come out. And I have my little box, and we're walking towards the parking lot, and I'm like, ow, 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 ow. I'm eating this hot KFC, a couple of strips. And my mom looks at me, she was like, were you hungry again? And I was like, well, I know we just ate, but I had to do the KFC stop just because.
It's like if you were living in, I don't know, Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with everything going on, you're in the middle of nowhere, Russia. Siberia is notorious for when you do something wrong, no one's going to find you because you're living in Siberia, right?
Right.
And then they open a GD Taco Bell in Siberia.
Right.
I don't care if you just ate a feast. You're going to that Taco Bell.
In Siberia.
In Siberia. Yeah.
Be like, hold on, I need to make a little slight.
Yeah. Doritos, nachos, tacos. Yes, please. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
glutton for pain. Just bring it at me.
Absolutely. That would be worth the trip. That would actually be.
Another business idea.
Yes. Speaking of mom, that was a good segue. We've been out on our little walks. We've been taking walks around the area, and she's picking up pace and doing good stuff. Mom says hello to everybody. My mom like will stop, and as people try and sneak by, as people try and sneak by, my mom was like, "Hello, hey son, hi." I'm like, Mom, you got to stop doing that. You can't just like say hi to people as they're walking.
You haven't lived in Sweden for a while, have you?
Nah. It's like, Mom, you left Sweden a long time ago. Things have changed. No, but it's actually really. I mean, it's cute, but to me, it's kind of comical just seeing people's expressions. As she does that, because everybody has to say hi. Once somebody initiates a hello, then you have to.
So it's like this out of spite, like, yes, hello, I see you. Thank you for speaking Swedish. Hello, goodbye as well.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We walked by a family yesterday. It was a mother, a father, and two kids, one in a stroller, one walking. And my mom, she doesn't break stride. She just all of a sudden, says, hello, hey son, hi. And the parents say hi. And the little boy just kind of stops in his tracks and stares at us because he wasn't really sure how to take that. But we didn't stay around long enough to find out. Once Mom hits her stride, we're going wherever we're going.
Yeah, look out. Woman on a mission. I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it.
Yeah. What's coming up on your concert stuff? Stockholm concert scene with Sean.
So many things coming up. I have to keep up on Grona Lund. I have to see what's going on. The last show was Korn. Korn. Yes, the band from the 90s, like right before Limp Bizkit came out. Same kind of vibe and style. It was so funny because the show before was Nile Rodgers, which is like funk disco, kind of like, we are family.
Okay.
And then Korn comes in, and they're like, dum, dum, da, 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 dum, dum, dum. I'm like, totally different vibe. And you saw in the crowd, like the crowd before was like, like it was very Swedish, let's say.
Yeah.
And then the crowd this time was like, everyone had at least 3 tattoos. And most of the people had like funny hair colors and like everyone's wearing black. And everyone's there to like throw down. And then like me and my friend that I went with, we post up in our spot. It's like the perfect spot because it's in the back. So you can like chill and vibe out and kind of watch the show without being too like in the mix of everything. Because we're old. You don't want to be in the pit necessarily. I got bad knees and all that.
Exactly.
Hey,
watch it. Hey, watch it.
Yeah. Hey, back up over here. My knee bends in a direction that if you saw it, it would be a natural.
That's right.
Right. So then we're there and we're waiting for the band to come on, and I see this guy to my left. And he's like straight out of Östermalm.
Right.
Like a pink hoodie tied over top of his shoulders.
Yeah.
And then a white shirt, polo, white shorts, and then pink Converse shoes. I'm like, respect the pink Converse shoes. I kind of dig those.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm like, to be tying it over the top of the shoulders, like he looked like he's straight out of the boat club.
Okay.
Like, let's be honest. He looks super preppy, and I'm like,
kind of howl.
Bro, how the hell do you know about this band?
Right. Yeah.
But then he like started rocking out. I'm like, okay, respect right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next show is going to be. We have this next week that is Midsummer, and then the following week we're in Dublin for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Bucket list, baby. Bucket list band.
Okay. Hey, do you know, was Kiss just here?
I believe so. I've seen
like a
some
Kiss
stuff around, but I don't know for sure.
The like Hard Rock Cafe went like all in. It looked like on Instagram. I was like on Instagram, like going through my dun 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 dun. And,
I've seen some stuff around, but I was just like, is that real? Or I haven't seen like actual footage of the band, but I've seen people with like people wearing shirts, like walking into co-op and all that stuff. I'm like, and they're wearing matching shirts, like husband and wife. And I'm like,
yes.
what?
Yeah.
But like, you definitely look like a Kiss fan for sure. But also, why? Where is the show? What is happening? I don't understand.
Okay. So I just kind of. So I actually went through quite a Kiss stage myself there. I don't know if everybody does. Maybe it was just me, but there was something around this. I would say like seventh grade, eighth grade.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, everyone can. Gets down with all their hits now.
Right. Because they've only been around forever, pretty much. So.
Yeah. I mean, wait, I'm going to mix up their songs, but it's like, it's not School's Out for Summer. That's Alice Cooper, but Hard Rock City.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. With all the pyro that they do, like that's
right.
Hard rock metal kind of stuff, like the beginnings of metal.
Right. One of the things I was thinking about the other day is their makeup was completely off the hook, right? Kiss was I mean, part of the big thing is the makeup. But how genius is that actually? To actually have that much makeup. I mean, they could probably play for like another 40 years. I mean, they don't look like they've aged.
Oh,
like,
that's
makeup-wise.
true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
but you're right. They could play till they're like 95.
Yeah,
because it's just like the clown like plate makeup,
Exactly. They'd be like, "Hey, wow, Ace Frehley. He's not moving quite as much as he used to."
No, you could be like, "Yeah, of course this guy is Ace Frehley. Of course he
sure
is.
Looks great.
He's got a similar face shape."
Right.
Oh my God, that's so good. Now I'm suspect of every Kiss show.
You're gonna be like, well, I mean, if we got like automated ABBA on tour, then
oh Jesus Christ, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear there's something going on about your car.
My car, yes. My car was. This is yes.
Woosa.
So what had happened is, this is one of those things when your kids get old enough to start driving, when they get their
I'm not
driver's
looking
licenses
forward to
things.
that. Like you're gonna kill yourself.
Well, it was a prime example this morning. Get up, Lena gets up. We're talking about our day. We're scheduling stuff out. We're like, okay, we're going to, go shopping. Take that. I said, I'll stick mom in the trunk. I mean, in the car, and I'll take her out for, a swing someplace, and then we'll go do this and do that. And then all of a sudden we come to this screeching halt realization that we don't have the car because my daughter has a driver's license, had the car, and slept at a friend's house last night.
Oh, bleeping sakes.
Yeah. But those are the type of things that, now you think the car is going to, it's like having having a baby where you think that the baby is where you put it down, but when they start crawling, all bets are off. That this is,
Oh man, don't fill my head with these thoughts.
Yeah.
Like that's like.
But
no.
we were sitting there. We had the perfect day planned. We had it all scheduled out. I was mapping it out and had all the timing down. And then it was just like, boom, we don't have the car. So,
see, that's when you have to be like, hey, I'm a parent no longer. You think you're driving your car and you're keeping it overnight. All the language is coming out. Where the bleeping bleep is the car? That's like, you paying for this insurance? I don't think so.
No. But Veronica this week, she has worked every single day. She's like picking up extra shifts at the swimming pool. And today, I think we're close. I don't know if today was her last day for this long stretch, but it's Sunday and she was supposed to be at work like at 8:00 or something in the morning.
Good Lord.
Way up near you someplace. And that's
way
where
up
it
near
becomes...
near Stockholm.
Yeah, near civilization. Near civilization. And that's those are those moments though where I can do shopping later in the day. If my daughter can actually take herself to work or bring herself home in whatever time that needs to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice.
For sure.
So that's.
It's kind of like I haven't gotten there yet, but it's like the inverted problem, right? You were driving them all over to all of their like sporting events and like go here, over. Then go
all
here,
over,
then go here,
all
then
over.
Go Dude,
Yes.
I like had a realization in the shower today of like, this kid is not going to do his homework. Because like I graduated already. I'm not doing homework.
Right.
Like, you're not putting that on me, schools. You're not putting that on me. I don't think so. Like, we're going to have the PTA meeting, and I'm going to be busting in there and be like, please. I don't think so. You want me to go work all day and then do my kids' work at night? Because that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I know I already have that lovely situation in front of me, and then you're like, oh yeah, just think of this: in like 15 years, you think you have a car, but it doesn't exist.
That's not there right now. hey. That whole school thing, it's like, I'm not failing math again.
I know, right?
It's like,
I know. I'm like, I do this thing very well.
Yeah.
Don't, like, no one's kids are doing this stuff until like a certain level. Like, just, I can go on a whole podcast about like, what is homework?
Yeah.
What is homework?
Yeah.
Like, stop outsourcing your job to me. Thank you very much.
I think it's kind of like a refresher course for parents.
No,
I think that's what homework is.
No. Like, I know that teachers have especially in the U.S., they're just like pushing a rock up a hill with everything that's going on. But like, to send homework home, to even think about the idea of sending homework home, I'm like, no, just no.
Yeah.
We're going to be those parents, Dylan. Don't do the homework. Just like eat it. And then say we have a dog.
There we go. They really love soap.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no homework. I really don't miss that. Not at all. Not at all. I didn't like it the first time. I sure as hell am not looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah,
We
but
have
now
1
you have
year.
new problems. Now you have disappearing cars.
Disappearing cars. Ooh, disappearing cars or homework. That's a tough one. But we got 1 year left. Veronica is entering the final countdown. After summer vacation, she is final year of high school.
But that's got to be a good feeling, though, no? Like, get out of my house. It's finally my house. But then it's like bittersweet because it's like, my baby.
I told Veronica that she can't move from home until she's like 35. I would like my daughter.
God.
I would like my daughter to stay home until she's like 35 or 32. I mean,
are you sure you're not from Brazil?
Well, yeah, hey, if she wants to go out clubbing, I like dancing. I mean, I would be more than happy.
No, stop, Rodney, stop. You don't even have a car to go out to get to the club anymore.
No.
All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Be sure, if you haven't already done so, go into whatever app you're listening to this podcast on. Give us a rating, a review, give us a like. Every little piece helps. And then go over and check out our Instagram. We always got some fun, cool things over there. And come back here next time for more Two Guys, Three Crowns.